Hey babes, I'm Alexis.
And I'm Lanette.
And this is Getting the D. Episode 6, baby.
Oh my god, 6!
We're really moving along. I think I say the same thing, but it's like actually...
Every week we're like, wow,
we're doing it again. Look at us go. We just have to acknowledge ourselves sometimes, you know? It's hard work.
6.
Yes.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we just want to acknowledge everyone that's been tuning in and reaching out.
Yeah.
It's been super cool to see and read and...
For sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
If you're new here, like and subscribe, especially if you're watching on YouTube. But on Spotify and Apple, you can subscribe too. Get your little notifications when we post on Thursdays.
Yeah. Subscribing is important, so we need some subscribers.
Yeah, we're taking this away, so let's go.
Let's go, ladies.
Subscribe.
We need your help. We need your support. Ladies and gents. Whoever.
No jokes.
No. The girls and the gays.
Exactly.
That's our crew. Anyway. It's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. It's not going to be by the time this comes out, but...
I was gonna, hum the Star Spangled Banner, and then I realized I don't know it. Wait. Oh my god, how does it go?
There's a national anthem, and then there's Star Spangled.
What's that one?
National anthem. Oh, sick.
I'm the worst.
Okay, so we're super patriotic, as you can tell.
American.
On that note, we just like to thank all that has served and are currently serving. Thank you for your service. But it's always a fun little unofficial start to the summer. Memorial Day weekend.
Is that it?
Yes! Perfect.
Ooh.
Just the most patriotic girls you've ever met. Yeah, so it was a fun weekend.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, so I posted in our story, so when we did Date or Ditch, we talked about the American flag clothing.
Yeah.
Are we downsies for that for Memorial Day? Because I was like, July only, and then I was like, oh, what about
She's like, I need
Memorial
to check into this. I didn't see any, but I did see some stores carrying some apparel, and I was...
Apparel?
Some American flag apparel. And I was ready to, take some photos and send them to you, but...
Are
I didn't see anyone.
Are you okay with it? You like a man's in a flag tank?
I don't love it. I think we talked about that already, but if it's like 4th of July, I'd be like...
But Memorial Day, is it a pass?
I think so.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm trying to think, like a swim trunk?
To be fair,
Where do
I
I
think
draw the line?
in the past I've definitely worn something American flagged on Memorial Day for some reason. Like a little thing in my hair or something.
Okay, like a bandana?
Yeah, like when I was trying to be good on it. Cutesy.
Okay.
But who knows? I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see any this weekend though, to be fair.
Me either, but I've been in the house and grocery shopping and trying to get ready for the week. I haven't gone to any parties, but okay.
Yeah.
I think the consensus was mostly that we're okay with it.
Okay. Only on the American patriotic holidays.
Yeah.
That's it, period.
When you're repping America.
Period. Yeah. But the week was good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a fun week and weekend. A lot of movement, a lot of celebrating. It was a lot of fun. I didn't want it to end, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about what you did.
Had a birthday to celebrate. That was really someone very special, so I had to celebrate them. That was great.
If you follow us on Instagram, you already know.
You already know.
We've been spilling heavy on our personals.
Yeah. We have been. It's been a brief moment, but we're having fun.
You are so brave.
So brave.
Incredibly brave.
Just know, if you ever see a man on my social media, he's doing everything right, baby. That's period. It's not an easy thing to just be like, yep, I'm posting this one.
Oh my god,
It's
the hard launch is terrifying.
It's terrible. The amount of DMs I had were out of control. Out of control. But it felt good. I don't know, it felt good to
Yeah.
be like, here we are.
I think
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to hide someone that you really care about.
Yeah. And their birthday happened and it was great. We had the best time. And then we did a little venture to Atlantic City, which was fun, but it's always interesting there. We just saw a comedy show, which was really funny. We got in and we got out. I'm not really an AC girl, but
it can be cute sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Ocean, or what is it called now? Oh, it was called Revel, and now it's Ocean.
It was cute.
Is it still? Yeah.
I'm just not a casino girl.
No, I don't gamble.
It gives me bad vibes. Like the whole thing as a whole.
Okay.
Like you won't catch me going into the casino.
The energy is very low. It's like a low vibrational energy, the gambling.
I'm not a fan. Like just seeing someone with like an oxygen tank, like just like hitting. Just blowing their money. I don't know. I guess you could do whatever you want.
Oh my god! I hope they're out of the smoking section. That's so stressful.
Oh, they're probably smoking while they're doing it. It's not for me. Like I've done things where I like put it on black, put it on red, and then like walk away.
That's like an okay time. Yeah.
And like put it towards center, like something like that. Yeah. But no, I'm just not. But anyway, it was fun. It was like an eventful weekend, and yeah, it was great. I had a great one. Yeah.
Oh wait, you did Sea Philly, which is so cute.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, this adorable boat.
Your cruise.
Our little little boat charter. I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah, it actually looks really beautiful.
I highly recommend it to anyone who's trying to do something fun in Philly this summer, because that's a thing. Like,
and like unique, special.
Yeah, like unique, like dating special things.
Yeah.
You're like, what can we do that isn't going to a bar or going out to eat? Like, what else can we do? So this company reached out and they wanted to do a little collab, and it was so fun. Like this adorable vintage looking like Italian boat, and it was on the Delaware River, which I know some people are like grossed out by. I mean, growing up, I was always told it was gross, and I never had actually went in it or touched it.
Well, when I moved here, they were like, "Oh, there's like dead people."
There's something. We were making jokes leading to like getting on the boat, we might see a body.
Yeah.
But when we got on the boat, it was so gorgeous. It was also such a gorgeous weather day. It was like
really
80 degrees and gorgeous, and you know the bridge and the views and the woman who was like leading it was just her name was Georgette. She was shout out Georgette. She was so sweet. That was just so fun. And she actually did this I wish I would have videoed it. She did this like glass test where she dipped a glass in the water and it was clear. Okay.
The water
was clear. No. No, we're not drinking that. But I was just blown away.
Delaware drinking water.
Because it looks brown like all the time.
Yes.
And green and you know, that's for other purposes. I don't know why, but she explained it. I already forgot.
We don't know like marine biology, but
anyway, that was adorable. So anyone's looking for like a date night, or anyone's looking for
really cute.
Yeah, like photos.
The champagne, like the video that you posted with like the champagne and stuff was so cute. And then wait, you posted a picture that was like on the water and like the flag was going. I was like, this is so American, like giving America
in the birthplace of America. It's just
oh my god,
quintessential coming up.
Wow. No, it's really cute.
Yeah, no,
really cute.
It was fun. I highly recommend it. Or for photos or anything, girls' day, that'd be fun. BYO.
People do engagement photos on it, which seems really cute.
Yeah, you know,
cute.
Sell the dream. We don't live the dream, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, did I just say engagement photos? Don't do that.
No,
which we don't recommend.
No, we do.
No, we do. If you have
it's
love,
probably adorable.
do it.
I saw some really good ones. They're like super beautiful. Like,
it's cute.
It was on there.
We love.
But anyway, that was great. It was fun, and hung out with some friends and mutual friends, and just celebrated together. And you know, the holiday weekend was nice in the city. Honestly, I know everyone goes to the shore typically, but it was fun. But anyway, this episode, we're diving into like destinations and self-discovery that comes with that. And Lanette had just got back from her first solo trip.
I did.
Which is so exciting. And I mean, I know I learned so much with travel alone, but I never really did it alone until a few months ago. But yeah, tell us about your trip. Her pictures were insane.
So
if you follow her.
When we talked about it last time, I was like a little bit stressy about the airport. The airport was like my stressor, where I was like, if I'm gonna fuck up, it's gonna be in the airport. Yes. If I'm gonna make a big mistake, that's where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So the airport was actually totally fine on the way there. My bag is always overweight. I mean,
stays overweight.
There has not been, I don't think, one trip in the past 6 years where my bag has not been over. It will always be over.
Yeah.
And it's because I did bring 9 pair of shoes.
That'll do it.
But I mean, like, here's my thing. Like, I need I need a sandal, and I need a tan sandal, a black sandal, and then I need a heel. I need a tan heel and a black heel. I need my running sneakers. I need a casual sneaker for walking around.
Correct. I get it. I feel like I wind up bringing a lot of shoes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it depends on where I'm going. If I know I'm going to walk a lot, I'm not going to wear a lot of heels. Like, it just depends.
Right.
But, yeah, I've been there. I get it.
I will say I didn't wear them all, so I'm going to try and do better next time.
You get better with each place you go.
Okay.
You really do.
Yeah.
I traveled Spain for 9 days in a backpack and a little carry-on last summer. Is that insane?
No, that's crazy.
It's insane.
I
don't know how I did it.
I somehow packed, I'm not even joking, probably like 12 pair of underwear. How did I fucking run out of underwear by the end?
It gets hot.
I think it's I pooped myself 10 times.
It's a little sweaty. You gotta get the travel tide and put it in the sink.
Well, yeah, because Airbnbs didn't have a laundry.
Airbnb offers nothing. They offer nothing.
So I think it's like, because I went like morning and would like go for a run. That's one pair.
Yeah.
And then if I got changed like into a swimsuit, and then I would need, it was just, listen guys, someone was making fun of me because I packed like 15 pair of underwear.
I think that's
I
pretty.
need a sleeping pair. Like, it's just,
it's reasonable, especially where'd you go?
okay, so I went to Porto in Portugal.
Sun.
And then to Mallorca, which is an island off the coast of Spain.
Ugh.
It was, oh my god.
Like, really better.
Oh, Porto.
Okay.
I'm a Portugal girl.
Yeah.
When I went to Lisbon a couple years ago, was obsessed. Like, to the point that I was talking about moving there with my ex. Like, just kind of like joking about it, but like really would. Like, the cost of living is so affordable, the people are so nice, whatever. So when I decided that I wanted to do a solo trip, I was like, okay, I would love to go back to Lisbon, but I had so many memories with him there, and I'd already seen it and been with him. And so I was like, okay, I'll go to Porto, which is a little bit more north and on the coast. And it's like a little bit grittier than Lisbon.
Yeah.
Like, I can't explain it. Like, it's not perfect and beautiful, like kind of how Lisbon is. Like, I would almost explain, like, Lisbon is kind of like the New York, and then Porto's like the Philly. Like, it's like the little sister.
Okay,
but it's like a little bit grittier, a little bit like more personable.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so beautiful. And like, being there alone was weird.
Yeah.
But the moments that I was like, wait, I can do literally whatever I want right now. Like, whatever I want. Yeah. Like, if I want to lay on this bed and look at Instagram for the next 30 minutes, like,
you can.
That's perfect. That's great. And then to like have the whole space to myself, and then, you know, what coffee shop do I want to go to? You know, what time do I want to get up and go for a run? Like, just,
I
don't know. It was really beautiful.
Yeah. And how fun that you met another solo traveler, right? Who had been.
Yes. Oh my God. So
that's what's so cool about it too. You do meet other, and you're like, whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
This makes it like even better.
It was crazy. Like, I feel like she's like a little like soul tie. Like, I feel like she was like a little like piece of the universe that I found. Aww. So, and we like talked about it, and we like totally agree. So shout out Maria. Hey boo.
Hey, Maria.
So
you don't know me.
You do. You will.
You will.
So the first couple of days I was just like on my own and kind of like exploring, and then I would try and go out at night, but again, we've had this conversation before, like, I don't really like going to bars alone.
Right. No books.
Oh my God. I was like, shit, I should have brought a book.
Wow, how the tables have turned.
I know. So, but I would try. Like, the one night I took myself to a nice dinner, and then like I like found like cute bars or lounges, but like you're just by yourself, and you're like, how drunk do I want to get alone? And then I'm gonna go home and like go to sleep, and it's
or just like safety, like, you know.
Well, that's the other thing.
You start getting in your head about that.
Well, right, and it's like a very safe city. Like, they don't have guns there or whatever, like weapons, but I don't know. I was like, need to be careful.
Yeah, always.
So I did like try and go out a couple nights, and then the one night I was walking to dinner, and I was like, I'm not going out tonight. I'm just gonna like go to dinner and then maybe have like one drink and go home. But I wound up like walking by this really cute little cocktail bar, and I was like, you know what? That's so cute. I'm gonna go in there and get like a little cheese plate and a little glass of wine and just like vibe out.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at the bar and I hear a girl next to me who also had an AirPods. Like I had an AirPods, she had an AirPods.
She's like, no one disturb me.
So I was like, she's alone for sure.
She's alone.
And then I heard her order water, and the way she said it, I was like, she's American, no doubt.
Yeah.
And so then I posted on my story and I was like, I think there's an American girl solo traveling next to me. How long until we're friends? And it took us literally 5 minutes.
Yeah, because who said who like acknowledged each other first? You came up to her.
Yeah, well, we were literally next to each other, and I was like, "Oh, like, what are you drinking?" And then we just like started chatting it up. We like took shots together. Aww. We went to breakfast the next morning. Like,
that's super cool.
Buddies.
Aww.
But so she, sorry to put your biz out there, but I don't think you'll care. Also a divorcee.
But right, this is what I mean.
At 31.
This is what I mean. Like, what?
And
what
then she like left just because she was unhappy. Her story is very similar to yours.
Okay.
And now she's just like girling out, solo traveling, traveling with friends, like doing like self-discovery stuff, like just living her fucking life. And we were talking about it. Oh my God, she brought up like the universe. I almost fell off my freaking chair.
Like, I was like, who talks about the universe is my person.
I was like, soul sister.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No.
So
that's how I feel about you. I feel like you're a soul sister. No, truly. I'm serious. But pause to cry.
Please.
I
love you so much.
I just love you.
So yeah, she like started talking about the universe, and she was like, I feel like, you know, the universe was like, okay, girls, you did so well on your solo trip. Here's a little gift. And it was like each other. Because we like found each other.
Yeah. That's
my God. It was so freaking cute.
And she's local, right? Not too far.
She's in New York. Yeah. So we're going to hang out.
Yeah.
We're buddies.
We should go out. I'm just inviting myself.
No, yeah, please.
How long was she with her ex?
A long time. Yeah. It's a very, like, it is eerie how similar her situation is to ours.
Really?
Like, I was like, come on the pod.
Come on, you're on the pod.
Come on, girl. On the pod.
Well, that's the thing, right? So then when you start to travel like this, it's like you learn so much about yourself. Like, you learn so much, and you never got to do that before because there was always someone with you.
Right.
So I think with with questions for you, I feel like, how did it feel to not have someone there? Like, you're so used to having someone with you to navigate, help you, or each other, or like, I don't know, just being alone must have been just so liberating.
It was so beautiful and liberating. The mornings felt particularly beautiful.
Isn't it peaceful?
I love mornings.
Me too.
I'm very much a morning girly. Especially like recently, I've become a morning girly. But I will say, like, my ex would plan most of the stuff that we would do, and I did try and make like some loose plans so that I wasn't just like wandering. But there was a day where I was like, oh, I'm kind of aimless right now. Like, I'm not actually sure what I'm doing right now. Like, because I was just like walking around, like wandering, and I'm like, maybe I should like do something. Yeah. So I wound up like going to a palace and like doing a little tour.
Oh, cool.
Because I was like, maybe I should learn a little history.
Yeah. And it's like you can choose either to like sit in a coffee shop or like sit in the restaurant or like go to the museums. Like, there's so many options that you overthink that, and you're like, wait, what should I do? Then
not
like, just
usually
be
a museum girl.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I feel like if I'm with someone, I usually like to do them, but sometimes I wouldn't go on my own and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like don't care sometimes.
No, I get it.
Like, they're like, look at this wall of paintings. These are all of the presidents of Portugal ever. And I'm like, cool.
Not for me, actually.
Yeah, okay, that's fabulous.
Love that sleigh.
Go off, Ricardo.
I know.
Weird flex, but okay.
I was just at the dinner with my family recently, and my brother was saying this too. He's like, I don't know. You know when you go to Rome and there's just buildings? Like, I don't care about the buildings. I was like, Mark, these are major buildings. But like, we were cracking up. But no, I get what he's saying. You're just kind of like, I don't know.
You're like, cool. Okay, bet.
Where's the food? Like, where's the pasta?
Yeah.
Where's the paella?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like culture a lot, but like, I don't know, like wars and stuff, I just miss me with that.
Yeah, I feel like recently I've been getting into like history a little more, at least with the city, like with where we live. Because it's like you take advantage of it. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, she's giving dad.
Oh, am I? No, honestly, so I guess I could also shout out my one brother has a podcast.
Yeah, doesn't he talk?
So, yes, the 215 vibe. So, they're doing a lot of, like, fun history tidbits. 215 vibes.
Okay, maybe I could be into it if they do that.
So, like, the way they're doing it is fun and, I don't know. Like almost like layman's terms. Like, not super technical. It's just, like, fun the way they're saying it. You know, they're like, you know, George W., like... like the way they're talking about
George W. I actually
Georgie Wash. Like,
okay.
I think it's fun. So, I don't know. Like, recently just been like, okay.
Have you ever seen Drunk History?
That's what it's reminding me of. Okay. They're not drunk doing it, but, like, it reminds me of, like, that vibe.
Chill vibes.
So, yeah, 215 vibe. Check it out. But, yeah, anyway.
Shout out.
It can be interesting. It can be really cool. It's just, like, really diving in on getting to learn it. So I feel like I need to get to learn my own country and city first, even more so than sometimes when I travel.
I've only seen the Liberty Bell once, and it was in a walk by.
If you think
I was like, there she is.
There she goes.
And seen it.
Nice and cracked.
Yeah. Just how I expected.
I feel like we do those things when you're young. You don't care. You're eating Pop Rocks in line. Like, I don't know. You're not really.
You're like, what's this bell? When's lunch?
Why is Ben Franklin smoking a cig right
there?
Yeah, on the bench. Why is he smoking Newports?
He's on lunch, bitch.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was a confusing time, but now I would do it. But anyway, a little veer off track. But I love that you did this. I'm so proud
I had to find out if I liked it or not.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
I was like,
sense.
I was like, do I like a museum? And then I did it, and I was like, nope.
Still don't.
Still no.
I just said, like, when I travel, I love the food. Like, I just, like, I'm a big foodie, and I love, like, just checking out all the best places that, you know, they have to offer with that.
I do like a palace, I will say.
I mean, yeah, of course.
I love a palace.
I love anything gilded.
Wait, there was one room that was, like, all gold, and I was like, what is today?
This would have been my room.
Yeah, oh, literally.
Easily. But yeah, I mean, circling back, though, getting back.
Okay, sorry.
No, because I feel like I could sit here and just talk about all that.
A martini and a cigarette.
It was your wedding anniversary while you were there.
Oh my god! So I actually,
not to be somber, but I feel like this is a big thing to talk about.
No, this is super important.
While you were there.
Actually, part of the reason that I even planned this trip was because May 21st was my 8-year wedding anniversary, and I booked these plane tickets, like, in the middle of moving. Like, life was absolutely crazy. I was, like, spiraling regularly, and I was like, what am I going to do when my wedding anniversary comes up? Like, I don't want to be here.
No.
Like, I don't want to be in the city. I want to be distracted from it, honestly. Yeah. Because, really, I don't think there's any reason to, like, wallow in that. Like, that's not what I needed to feel. No. I don't think.
No.
So, randomly, in the middle of moving a couple of months ago, I was just like, fuck it. Trip to Portugal.
There we go.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be here for this and be sad and whatever. However, it wasn't easy there either. And I was going to post about it, but honestly, it was so real, I couldn't even post about it.
Yeah.
Like, just the anxiety that was coming up and, like, the sadness that was coming up, and, like, so there was a lot of kind of, like, weird anxiety surrounding it. And I think the thing that, like, flipped me out the most was getting ready for dinner.
Yeah.
And not going with him, because that was, like, always, you know, it's your anniversary dinner. So I think, like, getting really dressed up and, you know, feeling really pretty and knowing that it was that day, and then being not with him was
strange,
really weird.
Yeah, that
was really hard. And I don't know, I don't know why I thought it wasn't going to be that hard. I think I texted you that day, didn't I? I think I was
we were spiraling a little bit. Like,
yeah,
I feel like I was feeling it through the phone. I was very anxious.
Yeah,
I think we all do that with something right out the gate, like right when it's happening, or like you just said, it's a distraction. It's not like going to and traveling sometimes can be more of a distraction than sitting with this stuff. Like,
yeah,
but
I was cool with that for that though.
Right, like being in a beautiful country.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in a beautiful country and cry than in my apartment or home. I get it, totally.
I didn't cry. I was so proud of myself. Yeah. I got real close.
Yeah, but I was like on the other end, like, you need to cry. Like, you need to let it out, because then that's when it kind of feels like it's a release and you just feel a little bit of a weight lifted. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's just anxiety, like full-fledged.
I was headed to Mallorca and staying in Mallorca and like going to dinner and everything there that night. And I think that it was just like, I was just emotionally at capacity that day. And then like having to deal with the airport and then like getting into the Airbnb and whatever, like, I think that like some of those things might have just put me over the top a little bit. Whereas like I normally would have been able to deal with it, but just like, I don't know, there were like a couple like tipping points, but we made it through. It's okay.
I mean,
and don't have to deal with it for another year.
Well, by then it's going to get easier.
Yeah. Just know that this healing it's not linear. And I know that that's so corny to say, but like I haven't cried about my divorce in weeks.
Yeah. And something's going to come out in ways
that shit will pop up on you.
No matter what.
You think you're good.
Yeah.
Girl. No, so like everybody goes through it and like don't feel bad if you have a bad day or like if you find yourself missing him for no reason or whatever, like that shit happens.
Like being somewhere beautiful and you're like, I shouldn't feel this way. But no, you should. It's actually the exact place. Like we're eat, praying, and loving, baby.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to acknowledge the fact that you did it alone out the gate, like for your first place to go. Like I feel like when I traveled right from leaving my ex, I was with a girlfriend, which was even greater, but that's so brave to just like instantly go on and like figure that out and navigate your emotions in that way. It's hard.
I think I was just hell-bent on going and I couldn't let someone else dictate it. Like I was like, I don't even know if anyone else is available.
There has to be someone very cool, special, calm, collected.
Yeah,
to come with. I unfortunately couldn't come.
But you would have been. I mean, I may have had a visitor, but we don't have to talk about that.
No, we don't have to talk about that. But like at the same time, it was majority by yourself, and I think that's huge.
Yeah.
When I first left my ex, I instantly was like, I'm going to Italy. Like typical, you probably love Italy, let's go. And went like all up and down Italy with a best friend of mine. And I remember like spurts of that trip just crying. And her being like, yeah, girl, just let it out. Like
how soon after? Or like after splitting, did you go?
2 months after I moved out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like same-ish.
Yeah, I was there and just, definitely had moments of anxiety, crying, thinking about, oh, wow, I'm doing this. Like just kept being like, here we are. I mean, it wasn't our anniversary of any sort. It was just like, I was like kind of unraveling and figuring that out in a beautiful country.
Yeah. It helps.
But and like, from there, it just kept going with the traveling and you just keep getting to know yourself more and more because like you said, you're used to having someone next to you figuring out with you. But when you do it alone, and even so, I know I was with a girlfriend, but there are moments where we're not together and like you can kind of have your own moments to figure it out and have your own little discovery where you're like, I want to have a quiet moment and go journal or go to a coffee shop by myself. You go that way, I go this way.
Yeah. And you don't rely on a girlfriend in the same way. No. Like it's not the same as going with a partner at all. So it is still, although it's like not solo, like, you have a buddy, you're still very independently navigating this.
Yeah. My best friend was she was the perfect person to come with. Yeah. She was just like super.
You guys traveled together a lot, didn't you?
Yeah.
You went there and did you go somewhere else?
We went to Italy the first time and then we were in Paris.
Right.
And then we were back in like Spain and Italy last summer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that was amazing. It was amazing and I would love to go back there every summer. I feel like that was like a big healing place for me. For sure.
I'm obsessed with Portugal.
I would love to go to Portugal. It's definitely on my list.
Obsessed. Like would live there in a heartbeat. Like my soul felt so happy. Like I posted a picture. I actually just got chills. Oh my God. I posted a picture of like me like drinking wine and like smiling the one day and was like the happiest ever. I'm not joking. Like I think I had like some of my favorite days of my life in Portugal. Like
maybe you have like a line through. Do you ever do like the astro mapping or whatever?
No, is it through Portugal?
It might be.
I'm obsessed.
There's some tarot girlies that can do that for you.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because even in Spain, like it's beautiful. Like oh my God, I stayed in a village called Soyer, if I'm pronouncing it right. But
it's beautiful.
I felt like I was on a movie set. It was so stunning that it was like sick. Like I couldn't walk 10 feet without taking pictures. It was
It's like
crazy.
people like live here too. You just keep saying that to yourself. You're like, people just live here.
Unbelievable.
I fell in love with Florence when I was in Italy.
I
that
feel like
was
it's
like
a similar, like, villagey, like,
yes, just cobblestone.
Yes.
Small shops. You can walk everywhere. Yeah. It's
little
just
coffee shops and little bars with like the guys out front, like smoking cigars. Like it felt like a movie.
Yeah.
And that was incredible. But Porto just like spoke to my soul in a way that I cannot explain. And also the food was crazy. Oh my god, food was so
and also just seeing how people live other than us and like appreciating the small things of how they appreciate small things like food and culture and getting together with their family and friends and like what the importance is there versus like even in America and how much importance we put on like finding a good partner and like all of that. There it seems a little more free in so many ways. Yeah, in so many ways. I think the biggest thing I did for myself that was super helpful besides solo travel, which I can get to when I went, but was a retreat. Like I was all about, I think like every woman should do some sort of
your church trip.
No, that's not I went on this like yoga retreat.
Oh.
Yeah. Like maybe almost
Did you
a
do
year
like
later.
3 Queens?
No, not with 3 Queens.
Oh, okay.
The Well Studio, which they're closed now, but it's like through them in a sense. My friend Kylie also used to be a client of mine. She moved though. Now she's in Bali, but I know.
Oh,
she's
go Kylie.
Amazing. But she ran this one in Oaxaca, Mexico, and it was stunning. And it was so cool just to be with like a group of women and like doing some yoga, crying together, kind of letting it all out. And it just felt very healing and like I highly recommend every female.
Wait, that sounds amazing.
I feel like that should be maybe a next venture for you. I would go to another one. I think I'm ready. Because sometimes you don't need them like constantly, but like once in a while are nice.
A little reset.
Yeah. Just personally. It doesn't have to be because you just went through a major life event. Like everyone was there for different reasons and whether it was just to reset themselves. It was really nice.
That.
Oh, you would love.
3 Queens does them.
Yeah.
3 Queens
I looked in. I think the time I was looking to go, like they weren't doing one. And this one just happened to work out. And I knew Kylie, so I felt safe about it. I was just like, cool. And then I had 2 other friends that were going through some things that we had gone together. So that was even more fun. But
sounds amazing.
That was amazing. And then when I did solo travel was huge. Like very similar vibes. I mean, it was years later, like, almost 2 years later. But just knowing that I can navigate everything by myself and I'm good and I got me and like
that's the thing.
And like I said before on the last episode, people just treat you better when you're by yourself. It's so crazy. Like everyone's just like, what can I get for you? What can I do? I want to make you feel safe. I want to make you feel like I want to give you everything like you need. And even just like talking to people at the pool. Yeah. They're like, oh, you're still traveling. Tell me more. It just, and I'm outgoing. I get to gap clearly. So I talk to anyone.
Didn't want to tell people I was alone though.
That's my mom's like, Alexis.
Yeah.
Don't you dare tell people you're alone. I was like, okay. And then,
even the cab driver, when he dropped me off, he was like, so, like, there was a huge language barrier, but he was like, oh, so who's here? Like, are you by yourself? And I was like, nope, no.
Yeah, we're supposed to be smart about it, for sure.
Yeah. Like, I was dumb immediately. When I texted you, the second I landed, I could have been kidnapped immediately.
Yeah, she was like, Lex. She's like, but I'm in a Benz. I was like, no, I've done it before. I was like, if you're going to kidnap, at least in a Benz.
So, okay. So, like, I got off the plane and obviously I must have looked clueless, or I guess they just always ask, but he was like, oh, do you need a taxi? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, they always have it. They're like, taxi? You're like, okay. And then I'm like, this might be, what's that movie where she gets...
This is Taken.
Taken.
Yeah. Taken. Exactly. Taken. That's a movie where she gets taken. So I'm like, oh yeah. And of course we like go downstairs. We're in the parking garage. I'm like, oh, fuck, this is it. I've been in Porto for 10 minutes and I'm dying now. Yeah. And it was like a Benz. So I was like, okay, little sleigh. And his phone said like taxi on it. So I was like, oh, legit enough. I'll get in. And then there was like such a language barrier. He's trying to like Google translate into his phone and like ask me questions. And he's like, oh, who's going to be there? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, this is it.
You're like, my whole family's going to be there.
Everyone will be greeting me at the door.
Just you.
Literally, I have security everywhere. Yeah, but no, I was like, oh yeah, my boyfriend's there. So
Yeah.
He got here a little bit earlier than me, but then he was like inquiring about the boyfriend, and I was like, oh my god.
And you're like, sir, stop asking me questions.
Yeah, he was like, does your boyfriend want to come out and like get your luggage? And I was like, he ran to the market.
Like, I got it. See you later. Bye.
Literally. Yeah, but it was €75, so that was my first mistake. But I mean, whatever.
That's what
I got there.
That happened to me a few times.
You learn.
They don't have Uber, you know? They don't have Uber.
They had taxis, and I just like didn't even know.
Yeah. Well, that is like sometimes they're taxi. Like, you need a taxi, and they're putting you in a Benz. You're like, oh, like a Benz van. You're like,
yeah. So it was fine. I made it. I survived.
Yeah.
And now I know.
Now I know for the next solo
Don't do that.
I remember when I went to Turks, the guy was like, why would you pick, like, one of the, like, people who were working on the boat I went on, they're like, why would you pick this for solo flights? I know, right? And I was like, I don't know, it just is funny. I'm like, is it? They're like, yeah, I guess because people immediately choose Europe. Or rather, like, I don't know.
Oh, why? Were there, like, a lot of couples there or something?
I think it's just more, like, families go, couples go, retirees go. It's just a relaxing place. I was like, honestly, I
needed to relax.
I need to chill. And it's not even about, like, finding myself more so than I need to relax.
I would like to lay down.
I would like to just lay down and drink a nice drink and read a little book by the pool.
Was it all inclusive?
No, but my resort was stunning. Like, I would go back there immediately.
I need the rack because I would really like to go somewhere and lay down.
Oh my God, just horizontal.
Just straight down. Kindle and down.
We can read a book in those places.
No. Yeah. You guys.
No, we can. I'm not being smart. Like, I'm just
yeah,
that's
acceptable. Just not on the floor or walking down the street.
But yeah, we're into travel. Like, as soon as you can. Obviously, whether you're spiraling or not, like, it's nice to just get out of where you're, like, living and in your head and your space and just, like, go somewhere, cry it out, you know, take the time, journal, just meet new people, talk to different people, eat new food, like, find yourself in other ways than just, like, obviously the obvious ones, which is, you know, therapy, or just, like we talked about before, just going to a movie alone or going to a restaurant alone. Like, those are other places, like, locally you can do that. But travel is, like, a huge place. Solo travel, especially. Such a, like, major moment.
The self-discovery is very real. Yeah. What do you think's the biggest thing, or, like, what are, like, a few of the biggest things that you learned about yourself on your solo trip?
I think I learned that I really love being alone. Mm-hmm. I know that sounds really an obvious answer, but I really do. Like, when I got there, I was kind of like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like, I don't need anyone right now. Like, I'm good by myself. Especially, again, like, I did it a little bit later, so I was like, oh, maybe it would be nice to have someone here. I'm like, no, I really want no one here. I really, really need to do this once a year by myself. And then I need to take time to relax more because it felt glorious, and actually to treat myself because I work hard, so why not? And but I don't know. I love being alone. I feel like that's a major takeaway.
Yeah.
And I can do it. Like, I can navigate it. Not that I was like, I'm going to fail at this miserably, but there's definitely reservations of like, oh, I'm going to mess something up, or I'm going to like miss some sort of something, or layover, or like whatever. But
here's the thing. Even if you do,
you figure it out.
It's okay.
You just roll with it. You ride the wave, baby. Because that's what you learn to do in this scenario. It's like, when you're going through such a hard thing, like a divorce, or just like starting over a huge transition in your life, that's what happens. Like, you need to learn how to navigate that and just go with the flow, because it's not always going to work out the way you expect. It
doesn't.
Again, detachment.
Episode 5.
Yeah, refer back to that 5. But
yeah, I do love being alone.
Isn't it great?
It's just so freeing. You're like, wow, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Whatever I want. Not to worry about.
And I know that sounds so silly, but like, you don't have to consider anyone else at all.
No,
it's like, that's so obvious, but like,
no, it's great.
Yeah.
The one night on my solo trip, I had like excursions all day and just like really went for it. And I was just going to this reservation like outside of my resort, and I was so exhausted and just so like at peace. I was like, I'm just going to order room service.
Amazing.
And sit in my robe.
Yeah.
And that was divine.
Yeah.
I loved it so much.
I skipped several things that I booked for myself. I like slept through one.
Yeah.
The other one, I was just like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah. And I feel like if someone else is there, partner or even friend, I would be like, oh my God, let's get ready. Let's do this. Because like, you need to make sure you get, yeah, because you want to make sure they're having a good time too. Like, here we go again. Just making sure everyone else is okay.
Yeah, is everyone good?
Is everyone else good? No, I'm not.
I'm not, but it's fine.
As long as you're okay. But
I love being alone, but I am a huge people person.
Same.
Like, I found that, like, the servers and stuff, I would, like, make friends with.
Yes.
Like, the one server was, like, bringing me shots, like, bringing me extra stuff, like, whatever, because I'm just, like, la la la, like, I, like, oh my god, and I'm also so friendly. Like, I wasn't expecting myself to be so friendly, but I think it's because I had been alone for so long that I was like, hi!
You're like, I need social interaction.
Someone talk to me.
Someone talk to me, please.
Like, for as much as I enjoyed that, like, there were so many moments that I would want to share with someone, or, like, something I would want to say to someone, and I'm like, no, can't. But, yeah, I don't know, I don't think I could do it for very long.
Yeah.
Like, I liked it, but I think I got, like, a 5-day solo max.
Yeah. Okay.
I think. Because I start getting bored.
Yeah, I think by the 5th day, which I think I did 5 days, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go home now. Like, I was like, I did it. I'm good.
Yeah.
Not like I was, like, dying to be with other people from home again. I just was like, all right, I'm ready for my bed now.
Yeah.
That was a nice stretch.
Yeah. Also, like, drinking alone. Not that I was out, like, binge drinking alone, but it's like, you want to go to bars and you want to, like, experience the city.
Yeah.
But I would be sitting in a bar and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point in getting, like, and it was, like, cute to have a cocktail, but it's, like, more than one, like, I'm just gonna go home and, like, kind of feel like shit tomorrow, and, like, for what? For me to, like, sit here alone? I don't know.
No, that makes sense. Moments at night, I'd be like, somebody could just bust in my room and murder me right now. But, like, those things sometimes go through my head.
Oh, wow. Okay, that never crossed my mind, but...
There's a lot of true crime. I just feel like
do that.
I try not to. It's really negative, but I just that's things sometimes for a minute, then I get over it. Like I don't know what happens. I just like talk myself down.
Well, they make those like locks for the doors. Like they make the like extra locks. Have you seen those on like Instagram and stuff?
I have like a pole in my apartment that like holds the door. I'm about to start traveling with them if I'm solo traveling further.
Yeah, or
traveling in general. I feel like it's scary.
They have ones that like loop like through the lock, like.
Yeah.
In the wall part of the door.
Oh, okay.
And then, I don't know. I'll show you. But yeah, they have like extra security ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's also like, if anyone has anything to write in about like discovery for themselves, like obviously travel is huge for, I mean, for me, and now it's going to be for you. You're definitely be doing more of it. I know. It's like a bug. It's like,
I already
get a tattoo.
Oh, yeah. I got a tattoo on.
A little tattoo.
She's feeling.
So pretty.
Yeah.
You want to describe what this says?
So, the girl that I went to was a graphic designer for a while, and she does these, like, really cool, like, very, like, organic lines, and I love red ink. Like, this arm has so much red on it. I love red tattoos. So I just wanted these, like, very organic, like, floaty lines, but then I got Forgiveless right here, and... when I showed it to someone, they were like, well, do you think you're forgiveless? And I'm like, no, I'm actually overly forgiving. Like, I will forgive everyone except myself. All the time.
Yeah.
Like, even my ex, like, within 2 weeks, I was like, forgiven. And
no, she really was. I remember being with Lanette.
Yeah.
It's no. But also, you're just, that's who you are. But it's just so sweet. But it's also, like, hurt yourself.
It is, and I think that I can look at it a couple of ways, right? Like, it can just be detachment where it's like, I forgive you because that is part of my healing. Like, what is the point in holding energy on not forgiving someone? Like,
that's true.
I'm not going to forget, but I will forgive. But I'm just so quick to forgive everybody. Like, everyone else is right. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but I never do it for myself.
Yeah.
So it's less of, like, forgive less and more of, like, forgive less. Like, you're allowed to be mad at people, and you're allowed to take up space, and other people can be mad at you too. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
And coming from, again, I feel like I talk about this every episode, but like being a person that's anxiously attached and being a people pleaser, and like you forget about yourself so often, and you just want to make sure that everybody's cool with you all the time, even if it means putting yourself on the back burner or accepting treatment and behavior that's not okay.
Making excuses for bad behavior.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did it for a very long time.
I don't want to do that anymore. So this is just like a little reminder that's like, babes, you don't have to forgive everything. And
we're
you
so
don't.
alike. It's scary. I was literally doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I just feel like I always wanted to end things on a note where it felt like, we're cool. Everything's cool.
Everything's good, right?
Yeah, like, we're good. And I'm like, they were just hurting me so much. And I still was like, all good, love and light. No, it's not always love and light. Yeah. Like, it's okay to be like, fuck you. You're not a nice person and you deserve to not be in my life because you're mean and you're not okay. Like, I don't deserve this. But it's so hard for us to say that and like stand on business. But now we're staying on business.
Staying at home business. But yeah, so that's my little souvenir that I got. I always get tattoos on vacation. But
it's gorgeous.
We got a hand in tat. We committed.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a dainty one. It's not like a full hand.
Yeah. How often are people going to be like, oh my God, you're bleeding?
Wow.
Yeah. Porto was incredible, and I'll definitely be going back. And I've already booked more trips for myself. Like the travel bug has hit. So
you have?
Oh yeah. Well, I texted you about this. Yeah, I'm going to Oaxaca and Mexico City for Dia de los Muertos.
Okay, I didn't know that's what you were talking about. When you said that, I know you said Mexico, but you didn't tell me where. I didn't know you were going to Oaxaca.
Oh yeah,
that's
at Mexico City for Day of the Dead. Oh, it's like a bucket list of mine.
Oh, I can't go.
Bucket list item.
I know. I should go.
We're going to
We're going to do something.
Yeah.
We're going to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, highly recommend travel if you're going through anything, even if it's not divorce. It can be anything. Like, just go alone, too. Solo travel if you can, if you have the opportunity. You can even do that when you're married. I know people say you can't, and it's, like, not... Mm-hmm. Like, I had friends looking, like, sideways at other friends who are with people and partners, like, why aren't they doing it with them? And I'm like, you don't need to do every travel trip with your partner. You can go with a girlfriend. You can go by yourself. I think it's... Like a beautiful thing
is a partner. It's not, they're not attached to
like a ball and chain. I gotta go everywhere.
Like, no, like you can go somewhere. I think that like to get to know yourself and then come home to the person that you love is like really important. I don't know. I think that we get really, really wrapped up in other people sometimes. And
we like are there seconds, like you're wearing them as a second skin kind of thing. Like you don't need to constantly do that. I think that's what's, moving forward, even with like dating and everything, right? Like in this new, maintaining that independence is so important to me.
It's super hard.
Yeah, it's really hard.
But you have to remind yourself, and I'll remind. We'll
remind each other. Well, I think it's important to talk about with the person. It's like, it's so nice when you can have those open conversations and just be like, this is really important to me. And I love this version of myself so much that I don't want to go back to my old ways of like, everything you do, I do, or vice versa. Like, I want to solve this little independence and, keep that important.
Absolutely.
But also, take it day by day.
Yeah.
As you can. All you can
and vacations are lovely. So,
I love it. I'm definitely doing that. We will definitely be doing that for sure. Just have to figure out.
But yeah, travel. Go be sad somewhere else, okay?
Highly recommend. And also, go on a retreat if you can. That's my advice too.
A retreat, yeah. I actually would love
to retreat somewhere. Even if
retreat.
No, seriously, I was not. I'm like, I can't even say I'm like a full yogi. I love yoga, but I'm not doing it constantly to be like a yogi.
Yeah.
But like just going and like doing it and flowing, and there was like no pressure and like,
that sounds like
great.
Everybody's doing it and like
in this gorgeous place. Yeah,
what a beautiful, like vulnerable but like safe space. Like what a safe space to be vulnerable in.
No,
that sounds so beautiful.
Especially a bunch of women.
Oh, I want to do it.
That'd be cool if we led one.
Okay, we're just GTD retreat.
Where are we going?
I don't know, but there will
Stay tuned.
Be alcohol and
good vibes.
Perfect. Yeah. I do want to make my divorce party will be a GTD event though.
Oh yeah, we're definitely doing
when
it.
I finally get divorced, we're throwing a whole party
and we want to like hang out with whoever's listening to this. Yeah. We'll just have to see.
We'll send them. We can
do that. Let's have a whole
divorce pending. I'm working on it. Okay.
We'll get there. But we're getting there.
Anyway, wow, we're so chatty today.
I know we are.
Oh my god. And we haven't seen each other in a while.
Cheers to you. Solo trip number 1. So exciting. Oh. And just like this whole journey of like self-discovery is so important. So, and it's hard and it's brave and it's all the things.
It's brave.
Happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. Literally just go to Taylor Swift again.
Oh my God.
That's gonna happen a lot, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's great.
That's it, girlies.
That's it. Stay tuned for the next one.
Episode 7 is coming.
Episode 7. Mwah. Love you, ladies.
Love you. Don't forget, like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We need you.
We need you guys.
Love ya.
Love ya. Red leather, yellow leather.
What else did they say?
I don't know. That's the only one I saw.
Something about a sailor's delight.
I don't know.
Cloudy skies.
Is that to help your vocal warm up?
Fuck, I don't know. Red, yellow, leather.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather.
Oh, is that from
leather.
Anchorman?
It's from a movie with Vince Vaughn. I think it's Four Christmases.
Red, yellow,
when he's like,
that's really hard to say.
Yeah,
actually.
Mm-hmm.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah.
I'm feeling warmed up, baby.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
3, 2, 1. It just reminded me to order nipple pasties. Nippy pasties.
Oh, these are so good.
I was just hooking up with him, and I had them on. He was like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh,
no nipples,
weird nipples,
alien tits."